So there was a woman walking, kind of older, probably high 50s. Like Russian woman walking by herself, and I guess she just like fell. I didn't even really see it happen, but kind of heard it. Then I turned and looked, and the woman was just on the ground. Seemed like her scraped up. That sucked to see that, but I went over and helped her up, and she sat down for a bit. She's all right. I think it's crazy, the idea of just like falling when you get older, especially if you're not healthy, but like it becomes a real thing. You could just fall and your life is never the same, Yeah. She's okay. She's all right. I didn't really know what to do. She doesn't really speak English, so I couldn't really like coordinate, do you need help? Do I need to help you contact somebody Yeah. Just got done at the gym. Intense. I initially forgot my phone at home, and I thought I brought it. Could have swore I brought it, and so when I got to the gym, went inside, was like ready to do my first set, and I realized I didn't have my phone. I checked the scooter, and it wasn't there. So for a moment, I thought I had lost it. Thought it fell out of my pocket, or fell out of the cup holder. So I was stressed for a moment, flipping out. Then I realized it's very silly to get mad at that until I go home and see that the phone was not there. So I calmed down and just went home right away, and it was right there. All good. My head is calm now anyways. After working out and being up for a couple hours, I definitely get more calm and just less easily like stressed, less easily like annoyed by situations. Sometimes in the morning, short fuse. Damn, I do need sunglasses though. Been saying that for some time. Nice out. Hot, but not too hot. This is exactly what you want in peak sun time. Right, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit and collect some sun. Deposit some vitamin storage. So stupid. Catch up later. I am now on the other side of town in Wang Omat. Just exploring a little bit. This is all like new. It's kind of over by the beach. I'm gonna stop at the beach. It's I think it's one of the better beaches. Cozy Beach and over here. Looks like they built like just like a little market type thing over here. I had come over here a bit during COVID, but it was really like extra dead, more than Pattaya, more than Jomtien. Seems like it's recovering. A lot more people over here now. I think it's a good atmosphere. Definitely, to me, it's like a better area to stay than central Pattaya. Better than Jomtien also. At least in the, as you go deeper. A little more expensive. Definitely pay a little bit more over here. That's like the trade-off. I think it's like Pradamnak. It's like I would much prefer to be in Pradamnak or here. And so I think in the future, when I do stay in the Pattaya area, it's gonna be over here, or maybe not Jomtien or Pradamnak. You just don't get hassled over here at all. I mean, just today, when I was on my walk in the morning, 3 different times I like went to stop and sit down for a moment. Like 3 times I actually sat down. And like first time, let's see, the first time was, yeah, it was like a mentally ill like lady boy who wanted money. And I said, no, I don't have money, no. And they were just following me, and were clearly mentally ill because of the way they were talking, and like their mouth looked like they were on amphetamines or something. But I had to literally like just really get away from her. So I just kept walking. I walked, picked up my pace, and like they started to hassle somebody else. It's like a nice Thai woman who seemed like she was, you know, more into entertaining it than I was. I mean, as I feel bad for people in general, but you can't like, you just can't entertain every single person and thing at every moment. It's not possible. And so then like I went down further and I found a spot. It looked so quiet and empty. Sat down. And within like 2 minutes, guy walks up to me. It looks like he's in like, there's been people like working over there on Jomtien Beach for like these events. I guess for the festival, a couple different events that's happened over the past like 2 weeks. So I see people in these outfits. And it like says something about, you know, like they work there kind of thing. I don't know. But he came up to me and he, you know, he's just like pointing to his stomach. And I'm like, huh? And he like lifts up his shirt and starts rubbing his belly. And I'm just like, sorry, not interested. And then he starts going like this and rubbing his belly. And I'm like, oh, he wants food, he wants money. I said, sorry, I have no money, I'm sorry. Sorry, no. And he like still there rubbing his stomach, like just so close to me where I'm sitting, right in front of me. Yeah. I ended up just getting up and walking away. He sat down next to me. This is the beach, by the way. I don't know that it's called like Wang Omont Beach. It's probably, no, I've actually never seen the tide like this. Usually all of this is like standable beach usually. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen that. Probably like 15 times I've been to this beach. I've never seen that. Interesting. But yeah, that was that. So I decided to like walk back towards home. You know, started walking back. And then that's when I sat down and that lady fell. And then I stayed there for a little bit after that, and like some lady boy drove by. Like I just drove by and was like, how are you? What are you doing? You know, where are you going? Same thing happened the other day. Like, I'm not going anywhere. It always bothers me when somebody asks me where I'm going. Somebody I don't know, I've never seen. Don't fucking ask somebody, where are you going? It's like, what are you talking about? Who are you? It's just like such a level of bad etiquette and like behavior that blows my mind. And so just all this consecutively in the past few days, and it all in one day, I'm starting to realize that it's like a daily occurrence, a regular occurrence in the area where I'm staying, and like anywhere near there, anywhere in Dongtan Beach, beginning of Jomtien area. I mean, you get hassled just so much, especially late night. It's just like you see the desperation in some of the people. I don't like it. I truly don't like it at all. I would never ever think of staying around Soi 7 at Jomtien again. No way. I have zero interest, Maybe you will enjoy the area more than me, but if the things that I'm saying, if it sounds like they would annoy you as well, I mean, something to think about. Sometimes I will see like a guy, I don't know if I want to say falling, not falling prey, but like going along with like a working girl that I see who was like just like clearly like drug addicted, or just like not in a good state. It's somebody you would look at and immediately avoid. And I will see when they call to certain guys, like of course like usually like older men, but like sometimes the guys are just like, huh, hello, walking up to them, they start talking. To me, that's crazy. Of course they're gonna get some clients and like, do what you want, but interesting stuff. Interesting place, such an interesting place. Pattaya. Mixed feelings. I think if you're in the right spot, I think there's actually more like right spots you could choose than wrong. Like, as long as you don't stay in a super packed area, I think you're gonna have a better time long term. If you're just coming for vacation for a few days, a week, I mean, I think that's different. And I think the first times I did that, I wanted to stay in central Pattaya, and I enjoyed it in a different way. I think since it was all new to me, someone calling to me as I'm walking, it didn't really bother me. I was probably amused by it, more so. Maybe try one of the busy areas for a short stay, see how it feels. If you like to be close to bars, I mean, probably you're just gonna enjoy it more. I mean, because I usually get left wondering like, okay, well, why am I staying in this spot, dealing with certain things that it doesn't really fit my lifestyle? It's like, because I'm not going out to the bars, I'm not utilizing the location I'm in for anything other than like, okay, you have good access to all the other areas. I think there's other spots with like just as good access or better, and you don't have to be on a street full of like girly bars. Again, whatever you are looking for. But now that I've really explored and experienced a couple different areas, Radumnakil, Awangomat, definitely it's the move. Yeah, well, this is a lot harder to like even walk this beach Yeah, at the moment with the tide. So I'm not gonna walk down to the other end like I was planning. They do have a lot of like resorts over here, more so like on the beach. But you can find condos close, very like nearby. And it's just like, I think it's 20% more, 10% more cost-wise. Just like speaking about like accommodations, what you get for your money and the availability of it, I think it's a little bit more, but it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It's a whole different feeling over here, especially when it's nice out on the beach. The tide is not so crazy. Or Cozy Beach in Pratamnak. It's also nice, you know. We're just walking around over there. It's pretty mellow. I mean, it makes sense now to me why people live further in Jomtien. You know, all the condo buildings I would see down there, and I'm like, oh, that's a little bit it's a little bit far away, or that's outside of like the main walking area. I thought that that would be a big deterrence, that I'm walking outside of my building and I have a far walk to anything. But if you have a scooter, it doesn't matter at all. And those walks would actually be better, the fact that they're more, you know, isolated. So yeah, it's a different crowd of people also the closer you get to Na Jomtien. And hello, how are you? What's up?
I'm from Cambodia. Where are you from?
What's this?
I'm
From New York. Where are you from?
from Cambodia.
Cambodia?
Yeah.
Cool.
You where? You?
Never been. America.
USA.
USA. Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you. Good to meet you. No, I have to go. I'm sorry.
No worry.
Oh boy.
The real one crocodile I have not get. Hey, look, no problem.
Thank you. No, sir. I have wallet.
No.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Hey, look. One crocodile $150. I want 400.
Sure. Thank you. Have a nice day. I don't need a wallet today, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, that's fine.
After everything that I just said about being hassled, that's hilarious. I mean, I guess at least it's to buy something. The guy's hustling, but oh, the timing. I guess you can't really escape it. You can't avoid it. You know, you're gonna stay in an area that's a lot of tourists. You're going to get people are going to try and make money off you, period. People are going to always assume you have money. Like a walking piggy bank to most of the people here. Especially the people who are not doing well. I mean, I get it. I get the struggle, and I would definitely not have any qualms hassling every single fucking tourist. If I was in a bad state, you know, I was here, I needed to feed myself and my family or whatever, need to pay rent, even though some of the people don't even have homes. So I get it. I will still complain about it, and I will still figure out how to avoid it. I might just walk around a little bit in this area. Could stop and do like a massage for an hour. Like foot massage, it's just easy. I can sit on my phone during it. A lot of them around here. I'm gonna look it up on my phone, a few of these massage places, and see. There's one that I like up here, but keen on trying something different, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up on my phone, so just stop the recording for a moment. So there's a Thai blind massage place over here also, but it's like, it's not the, I don't know, want to say official one, but the like main one, like with a ton of masseuses and really big place. It's called Thai Blind Massage Institute, and it's in Jomtien. This one I actually found first. I thought this was the like main one because people recommended me to go to the place. It's not like just a gimmick, the fact that they're blind. I mean, my initial thought is like, okay, well, all their other senses are enhanced. It would make sense that they could make good masseuses. And definitely I've had some really good experiences, both at this one and the other one. But the other one I would say is the one you should go to in Jomtien. This one I don't know if it's like a rip-off or if they just decided to do the same thing. But it's like not, it's like definitely looks older and more, you know, there's only like 2 masseuses or something. And the other one there's literally like 30 something. And ask for number 27 if you go to the Jomtien one. Number 27 is really good. Usually you can get in the same day. It's much better than choosing like at random or letting them choose for you, which is still fine. I found most of them are actually good. Yeah, let's try this one. I've only ever gotten like a full body Thai massage here. I'm sure they do foot massage too. I'll just go for that. Relax for an hour. One-hour massage finished. I'd have to give it a 5 out of 10. Not bad, but you know, left a lot to be desired. Not much strength. Yeah, it was okay. I'd say compared to some places, she was actually like putting in effort. She was putting in a lot of effort, but it wasn't like great massage, that's all. Yeah, the other Blind Massage Institute, highly recommended, the one in Jomtien. I have to go there, try a foot massage there sometime. I've only tried oil massage. I prefer oil massage to Thai massage, personally. And I usually get 90 minutes. That literally just, now I just want a good foot massage. I'm tempted to like get an actual good one, but let's see. I'm gonna go back down to the beach. I'm planning on smoking a joint on the beach or something if it's not too windy. It definitely got cloudy. Kind of like cloudy and dark gray. Definitely no sunset to speak of. Successfully did not smoke today. And it's, you know, going on, I don't know, 4:30 p.m. 4 to 5 p.m. right now. It's good. Usually on the weekends, I was tending to like let myself kind of smoke from the morning, just enjoy it. And then, you know, with intentions of always going back like during the week to keeping it in the evening. You know, having the whole day without it keeps me just more energetic, keeps everything in check. And if I start to let that slip, my productivity will slip. Yeah, it's very easy for me to overuse it. And so if I can balance it, use it right, it gives me positives, you know, it improves my life. Makes me happy. And if I'm just overusing it, it's like it's just doing the opposite. Like I'm never really enjoying it that much or getting very happy, you know. But yeah, for now, it is time to smoke a joint on the beach. Okay. Guess I can't film it. Still sticking to the clean cut vlogs. Remember, anytime I used to come to Southeast Asia, it was like part of the reason was to take a break from weed, give my body a break, just give myself a nice tolerance break at the least. Always. It was always a part of the trip. And then I would say like a couple of years ago, like I would seek it out, or I was seeking it out for the first time here when people kind of told me it was available and around. And so yeah, like a couple months before they legalized it here was the first time I ever smoked in Southeast Asia. And I had taken a trip all the way to Koh Larn just to get it, because I knew you could find it on the islands much easier. And it was not easy to find in Pattaya or Bangkok. It was not like simple to find. I would say it felt risky. I'm sure you could, like, if you were really reckless, you could just go asking anybody like on Beach Road or something, but it felt sketch. So for some reason, yeah, it felt less sketch to go all the way to Koh Larn, get it, take it back on the boat, and only using it in my condo on the balcony. I mean, the quality was not good. The quality had reminded me of like first stuff I ever had when I was a kid, but more so the stuff that my parents like had and that I first smelled, first ever saw. Just like regular weed, not amazing, but I remember I had already been in Thailand for a few weeks, and so my tolerance was down. Maybe not gone, but 2 or 3 weeks, it was down enough that the stuff was working. But inevitably, like even after just like 2 weeks, I mean, it was too harsh to really keep up how much I had to smoke of it to get enough THC. So it started to feel like not worth it. Now you can find any quality level. Still, it's very like suspect how it was grown. Depending, there's so many places that, and like I've heard enough talk about like enhanced grows and different things being sprayed to make the stuff look better and just be big buds. But just like in the US, something can smell great, look great, and it's very borderline toxic. It's just not good for you. It may still give you a good buzz. There may be some THC percentage in there, but I'm usually less concerned with the THC percentage and more with specifics of the grow. How do they grow it? Does the shop know the farm? Are they close to the farm? So Yeah, I'm pretty particular with that specifically. I act like a health nut with everything, you know, like just trying to source the best quality of almost anything I'm getting, you know, and like immediately researching, how to source it properly. Everything from food to health products, skincare product, whatever it is. Like I'm really getting into it, trying to just avoid like additives and shitty products, shitty things. Majority of like commercial products in any industry at this point is like, you know, it's crap. And then there's the side of like let's say like the bougie version, the health version, the version without all of the chemicals of everything, and there's like the high price version, and like that is just becoming applicable to any market now. Like the less ingredients, the less additives and toxic stuff used, the more you're gonna pay. Period. Makes sense in most cases because you can't store the product as long, you can't preserve it as long, you can't. What the fuck is that water coming from? Yeah, and so the shelf life is less, it's harder to produce, you gotta, you know, usually there's whatever, sourcing better ingredients, materials, so you get what you pay for. My sunscreen I use, like I'm not using some over-the-counter sunscreen. That shit is not good for you. I mean, some people put sunscreen with moisturizer in it every single day on their skin as like a preventative in their minds. When really your body is absorbing all of this crap chemicals in your sunscreen every day. Your whole life, or however long you're doing it. I mean, I'd say, I don't know. It's just so common and people don't think about those things or care about those things. Or they'll say, oh, I know it's not good, but there's not a realization of how bad it actually is. And it's like, oh, a lot of your problems are caused by those things that you're eating, or those products you're using. So most sickness and like negative things that come about with your body, or you know, symptomatic type stuff, it's like it's your diet, it's your lifestyle, which is mostly diet. That's it. Preaching. Out here preaching. Where do I want to smoke? God, it is busy over here. All those like restaurants and stuff. I mean, it's like dinner time. That's why. I'm gonna walk down here this way towards the end a little bit. This guy's fishing. Interesting. Big ass fishing rods. There's all these like abandoned condos and apartments which have been here just like as long as I can remember. I mean, not this specific building, but there's one up here, just like borderline abandoned, or like not, you know, not currently active. Some of them are like in repairs, but yeah, I just remember at the beginning of COVID, it was like that, and in my head, I was like, oh wow, this is from COVID, but I don't actually know what the state was like beforehand. Remember, every time I have to go pee and I'm over here, I would just like go pee over there because it was, you know, there was stuff everywhere. There was dogs. It looks now very cleaned up. Still looks like there's nobody in like the actual place renting, but before it looked insane. You know, yeah, I gotta find a spot away from people, away from kids, everything like that. Probably go in the distance on those rocks. Definitely for short-term vacation situations, you know, if you're not like penny pinching, if budget is not like a huge issue, it's like staying on the beach, like over here, directly on the beach, where you can walk out of the place to the beach would be pretty awesome. I know anywhere I've stayed that's like direct access to the beach, I really enjoy it. I like being super close to the beach. I don't go all the time. I'm not like a typical beach person, but being near the water, the breeze, and being able to go, whatever, dip your feet in or just take a walk on the beach anytime is kind of nice. I like even being a close ride on the motorbike to get to the beach is fine with me. Or walk a few streets, whatever. Looks like we might be able to have a spot down here with no people. Let's see. Accidentally just put my phone on low power mode. I don't think that will affect the recording in any way. I would imagine there's nothing in the recording that it could change to make it take less power. I'm gonna go all the way out to the edge. Chicken hanging out. Maybe I should take up fishing. New hobby. Family over here. Wow, I've never even came to the end and saw that it like goes around. Okay, so this is the end. I guess I can go here. But how have I never even come over here before? The tennis court? A little bit windy. Oh, cool. Nice. Probably a different name, probably separate beach. wind is just so intense. I can't imagine smoking over here. There's somebody working out right behind me too. If I go down here, I think that's my move because maybe the wind will be blocked. It's this thing that I don't really trust getting down onto that thing. I should have just went from the other side. So silly. I hate trying to smoke on the beach or places like this. The wind and people. I usually don't do it. I mean, I'm pretty much only smoking in the apartment on the balcony. You know, once in a while, I'll do it at a beach or, you know, if I'm out or something. If I'm out, I will find a spot to do it. If I'm like out on a weekend, making a night of it. This is fun. Okay. Looks familiar. Just chill here. Oy. Oh, okay. Good spot. Actually, you know, no wind really. Okay, this is actually mint. Yeah, almost guaranteed I'm missing something like the joint or a lighter. Usually that's what will happen. Okay, I have them both. Amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna cut this for a moment. Come back in a bit. What a spot. It's now 8 p.m. My phone died while I was out there on those rocks. It's so nice out there. That was such a good spot. That's the best spot I think I've found anywhere here so far in Pattaya. It's like really zen little spot. It was great. Finally ate something. First thing I ate, like 7:30 all day. I mean, something was wrong with my stomach, so let's hope that dissipates on its own. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog. I'm already getting tired. It's 8 o'clock. I mean, I had a rough sleep, like I said last night, so that makes sense. But yeah, tomorrow it's a new day, new vlog. I'll see you then.